Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're taking a look, continuing our look at the new Teen Titans Baxter series from 1985. Um, Issues 13 and 14 today. Couple of noteworthy issues because these are the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossovers, and also the first issues by new series penciler Eduardo Barreto. So this should be fun. Can't wait to show you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit like, and let's get right into it. Okay, so we've covered everything up to issue 12 at this point. This is the new Teen Titans Baxter series. Kind of the height of Titans' popularity, although they're probably waning a little bit now after George Perez has left the book. Sadly, I feel like it was never the same after him. But we had a great run, like 5 issues from Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, a fill-in issue by Stan Watch. I think that's who it was. It just covered it. Anyway, and now this is Eduardo Barreto's first issue here with number 13. This is a great cover. As you can see, like, nobody can replace George Perez, but they're definitely picking artists who bring a lot to the book that George Perez does. This is a great dynamic team shot. Starfire, my beloved Starfire, front and center. One of the best comics. And see, it's funny, instantly noticeable is if you're like a Perez Titans nut like I am, Starfire is missing her armband. And it's funny because even Perez notes that, certain things like that. Like, he specifically gave her one armband and to make, because he likes asymmetry, like an asymmetrical aspect in his designs. And he said artists screw that up all the time. They either put it on the wrong arm or forget it or draw two. So that's interesting. Otherwise, very on point. That's a very, like, that's how Starfire should look, right? But I just miss Perez's versions anyway. But this is really cool art. I love this. Like, it's very representing the crisis so well. Like, we see the, what is it? What do they call it? Negative energy, or the, I don't know. Crisis was just so cool. Cole, Jericho, no Raven, of course. She's gone for now. Marv Wolfman, writer. Eduardo Barreto, penciler. Romeo Tanghal, inker. Romeo Tanghal deserves a lot of credit. Like, I feel like, he inked Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. He inked George Perez. Adrian Roy, colorist. Bob LePan, letterer. It was good to keep on those aspects of the creative team, I feel, because the absence of Perez couldn't be any bigger. So at least I feel it sort of kept it feeling a little, like a Teen Titans book anyway. Oh my god, these superpowers. I wish I had all of these. I had a few of them. Brainiac, how cool. Like, I love that Brainiac design. And this Luthor armor, which I believe is a Perez design, which I feel you can see a lot of Kirby influence in, which Perez definitely had a lot of Kirby influence before becoming an artist in his own right. See, even like somebody like Eduardo Barreto is gonna pick up on hallmarks of Kirby, and you have like the Kirby crackle going on here, which I never get tired of. This Tamaranian ship looks cool. I love this. Like, this is so great. I feel like this is something in Jose Luis Garcia Lopez art as well that threw me off a little bit as far as not seeming like Titans. Like, I feel like this is sort of like a little over the top and melodramatic, like certain poses like that. And I feel like that's also an aspect that Jose Luis Garcia Lopez had that Perez didn't have. Like, I feel like the characters acted a lot more natural, if that makes sense. I mean, not 100% overly guilty of that, because, like, then you have panels like this, and it's very, very natural. I'll give him a credit. We're only 3 pages in, and he's doing a fantastic job. I mean, I wonder if they kind of felt the pressure of following Perez, because I feel like Jose Luis Garcia Lopez really knocked it out of the park, and I feel like Barreto's kind of going full throttle here. And everyone's looking like how they should. Very classic art. this is really pretty much my only exposure to Barreto's work. So I'm sure he did other stuff and probably famous things that I'm embarrassed that I don't know. Like maybe Atari Force. Like, did he also do that with Jose Luis Garcia Lopez? I feel like perhaps he followed him. I'm not sure. Very classic looking cyborg. Cyborg's looking good. I always liked his girlfriend Sarah. I thought that's, you know, definitely what made the Titans so good is they had really interesting, you know, personal lives and like you know, sort of real relatable people as their significant others or relatives and things like that. Did I ever think like I don't know. Some people think the relationship between Donna and Terry is creepy. I kind of do. Like, he may as well have been her professor, so it's just kind of weird, whatever. And then that creepy curly beard. I know. I'm sorry, whatever. I thought it was kind of hilarious, and I know I'm not going to be popular for this opinion, but when during John Byrne's run on Wonder Woman, he very unceremoniously killed Donna's Terry Long and their children in a car accident, almost off panel. Like, it was so kind of disrespectful in a way. I felt like Trevor Barnes, Wonder Woman's boyfriend from Phil Jimenez's run, or love interest. I don't think they ever wound up getting together, but maybe sort of toying with dating. But he was unceremoniously killed, like, in the next issue during, was it Walt Simonson's run? Like, you just wonder, like, sometimes things like that just seem personal, like to kill someone else's character. I'm sure writers have taken flack for that. Matt Hawes, if you're listening, I'm sure you know of some vendetta like that, where a character was killed by a creator and pissed off by not the creator, and pissed off the creator by some other writer. Can't wait to hopefully find the Outsiders Baxter series in my collection. It's got to be coming because I love that series so much. And just seeing this preview, I have this poster on my wall for a long time, and I love it so much. Looker and all. Oh my god, this is so great. I love Harbinger. See, this is a Perez design character, and this is definitely a great example of how he likes to put asymmetry in the design. And Harbinger is so cool. I love her. And he also likes to put something metallic, and he draws it so well. I've always loved the way he's drawn metal, and I'm talking about George Perez, and we're looking at Barreto's art. But, you know, I feel like I like this more and more, like, each page. I feel like there's such great storytelling going on, such great classic comic book art and action here. It's a lot of fun. And he's very, like, faithful to the characters, I feel. Like, that is a great-looking Harbinger. Like, I'm thinking he must have some access to, like, the Crisis on Infinite Earths pages at this point, because these are fitting quite well as a crossover for Crisis. Do you like my little alliteration there? Waka waka. That's fun. This is great. Like, he definitely knows. I feel like it must be, it might be because of Marv Wolfman's writing style, but I feel like Jose Luis Garcia Lopez is able to achieve, or Barreto and them are able to translate the script well by using a lot of panels but in a very good, fluid way without seeming overcrowded or confusing. And there's just some really beautiful art here. This is a crossover. I can see this scene from Crisis. Like, this is so awesome. I love this. Halo, one of my favorite characters. So cool. I love seeing the Outsiders fighting alongside the Titans. How fun. Black Lightning, Katana. Great looking Superman there. Cool looking Batman. This is like pinnacle classic DC at its finest as they're unraveling everything. I love everything about this. I love Firehawk. I love Firestorm. That version of Adam is so cool. the Anti-Monitor, Black Condor, Phantom Lady, the second Dr. Light, Uncle Sam, oh my gosh, Black Canary in her Justice League International costume, Supergirl with her headband, very classic, like, costume for Wonder Woman there, Hawkman, Dollman, the Freedom Fighters, Nordak, also known as Northwind. Oh my gosh, I don't know baseball terms, but I'm 1 for O or O for whatever. Titans Tower, I think, was still being rebuilt after the trouble with Trigon. That would be hilarious to have like sort of a funny version of the Teen Titans, the trouble with Trigon, like the trouble with Harry or whatever. Anyway, it's funny because as much as I do like this art, I'm still missing Perez. I really am. But it's always fun to see the Tamaranians. Those hotties. Infinity Inc., another one of my favorite books. And look, Todd McFarlane is drawing it at this point. Imagine this for Todd McFarlane art. It looks so cool. Great, classic looking team. I love this lineup. So perfect. Alright. Let's move on to number 14. So this is Eduardo Barreto's second issue. The creative team remains intact. Arella, very cool to see her, like, following, like, the, seeming death of Raven. Oh, and here's Raven again. Oh, yeah, so she just sort of appeared. Oh, yeah, I guess this is building up to the return of Raven. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. It's funny because this Baxter paper is supposed to be, like, so great for its, like, printing and stuff. And look how black the black is here. And then frickin' 1 page later, and, like, you got this sort of, like, I wonder what's happening here that made this sort of, like, blue tone. And, like, yuck, like, change your plates or something. I don't know, that's terrible. I love Raven. I don't know. I've always liked, like, the mystical characters. And I always thought Raven was so cool. I thought she was so unique. I always loved the way Perez drew her. Very pretty looking here from Eduardo Barreto. I love this. He's definitely got, in tune with the Perez aesthetic, like with the skyline and everything back here. So, my friend Philip was looking forward to me covering these 2 issues as a Barreto fan, and I have to say, thumbs up. I'm really loving the art. I'm hating this, like, whatever happened with the printing, though. I would love to see these reprinted with way better printing. Very handsome face. Very in line with, Perez's art. Like, so, this is a good fit for the Teen Titans. Perez was forever missed, but I never left. Like, I always stuck with it. I mean, and it got some wonky in some ways, as you'll see in the future. In future episodes of MichaelFitzTroytv, covering all your nostalgic comic book needs with critiques, comments, and whatever little anecdotes I know about history that I can share with you, children. I love Mento. Like, that is so much fun. This is, I think, a strength of Eduardo Barreto's is he's definitely able, like, he just draws classic comic book superheroes very well. I just love that. Like, that's so fun. I feel like, I don't know, did Mento, like, have a lot of comic book presence? I feel like I'm only ever seeing him in flashbacks or, like, when he, I don't know, didn't he make Cyborg look normal at Donna Troy's wedding or something? Very useful power there. Like, why didn't they just have an image inducer like Nightcrawler? I mean, I know it's a different universe, but you can rob from each other like that. Very cool action sequence here. Love that. Cole with her Iceman bridges, leaving crystals all over New York. I wonder how... I mean, I would be, like, out there with a hammer and chisel, like, taking that. It's gotta be worth something, right? I've always loved Changeling's costume design, too. And, Perez admitted that it was just, a simplified Spider-Man costume. And really, that's all it is. Just minus the webbing in a different color. Very cool, fun action sequence of Mento here. It is Mento, right? Yeah. Crisis. This is making me want to read Crisis on Infinite Earths again. Such a great, like, arguably, I was talking to Philip again and saying, like, was Crisis, or was it Philip? I think so. Anyway, I mean, in a way, Crisis sort of was a mistake, but I don't know. It begat so much greatness. I mean, it was a great story in itself. It gave us Superman by John Byrne, a new Wonder Woman by George Perez, so not regrettable. This printing is so crazy. It's weird. Like, I don't know why. Like, it almost feels like a reverse, like when they do animation cells, how they ink on the plastic, the overlay or whatever, and then color on the other side, and this, like, almost looks like the opposite happened. It's like covering up the line work, and I hate that. Unforgivable for $1.25. Very cool. Any superhero in the sewer. I mean, it's not exactly Wolverine by John Byrne, but cool nonetheless. Ooh, any comic that ends with a splash page, or a full page, I should say, of Blackfire, looking super badass like that, sign me up. Alright, I can't wait to get to the next installments. But that's it for today, kids. Thanks so much for watching. Teen Titans number 13 and 14, Crisis on Infinite Earths crossovers by Wolfman and Barreto. Good stuff. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit like, share my content, and I'll bring you some more later. Thanks, guys.